Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 10th of August. We've got some new mods. We've got one update today, the Agri Falcon 3 Plus pack by JMZ has had an update. In front of me we've got some sheds. Well, we've got one shed of three. I'll show the rest in a minute. This is the Lizard Vehicle Shelters by MrHector. 19.66 megabytes download. The first one is 8 slots, the next two are 6 slots each. I have actually put the trailers that we're going to be looking at in these as well, so I thought it looked quite cool. Build mode and sheds is where you'll find them. I'm going to start with the most expensive one just because that's the order they're in here. So 188,000 for this one with all the doors, all the bells and the whistles. That one was slot count of 8, which comes down to 1. Next to that, for 138 grand, we got this one. This is the vehicle shelter open, big. Slot count on that was 6, comes down to 1. And then we got this one here, which is vehicle shelter open, small, for 96,500. Now, when you go to place these, we go to place them. If you look top left, we have got the option to change colour. So I press change colour. Zoom in a little bit on the building. There are 25 different colours to choose from for the siding of your... That's quite nice. You know my penchant for a bit of green. Yeah, 25 different colours to choose from. Wow. Just remember, people, purple is not a crime. That's old school. Anyway, yeah, so you can choose colour on all three of them if you wish. Interior lights are automatic. No, interior lights you turn on yourself. Exterior lights are automatic when it gets dark. So the vehicle shelter with all the doors, they are all drive-through if you want them to be. When you come inside, shed lights on or off. The detailing on these is brilliant. The stains, the weathering, the dirt on the windows, cracking and chipping on the concrete. Very nicely put together. The large open is all open down both sides, again drive through, but we've got a door this end because why not? Again, lighting once we go inside the building. L3, turn shed light on and off. Again, nice detailing, nice weathering on everything. Rust on the guttering, it's got everything. Got everything. Same with the small one, door at the end, open right the way through, lighting inside. Actually, I'm just looking to see, does this have exterior lighting? Does that one? Well, the big one does there. I'm looking at the ends. I think it might only be the first one that's got exterior lighting, actually. I don't think these ones do. Just going to check above the door at this end. Oh yeah, there you go, above the doors it does. Always best to check. That's the Lizard Vehicle Shelters by MrHector. Next, we have got this pack, the Metaltech TB pack by Melody98, 36.06 megabytes download. There are 8 trailers in this pack. The first one is 6 slots, which is the TB6. Then the rest are all 7s. We go through the TB8, 10, 12, 14, 14 premium, 20 and 20 premium. I think that's right. And I've got one of each. We can have a look at as we go around. Turn the shed lights on, makes stuff a little bit easier as well. The ground one a little bit wonky here, I'm not quite sure why. But incredibly well made. They do have rear trailer hitches. Now, as is often the case with, these are fixed frame. These aren't swivel axles at the front, as you can see. Double axle at the back, so fixed frame. With a fixed frame at the front, when they have rear trailer hitches, they will usually only attach to swivel axle trailers. So these won't daisy chain together, so you can't put one of these behind the other. But swivel axle trailers, generally speaking, will go behind on these, and they do have rear trailer hitches. We've got tip side left and right. There's different options as we go through them. For example, this one's got a tyre option, which some of the others don't have. The first few, the smaller ones, have an option for this, where you've got open left or open right, which is a bale trailer, which has got straps. Then as you get onto the larger ones, you lose that option. And on these ones, I think it's only that one that has a tyre option, because on these ones you have this frame on instead. And I've tried to go for one of each of the colours. I think we duplicate ourselves as we go through. So colour options are that one, then this one, then that, then that, this, And then we duplicate, and then decal options, we've got these ones, which is the newer version, and these ones, which is the old version. As we get to the two larger ones, the TB20 and the TB20 Premium, we become from double axle to triple axle, as you can see. If you go for the cover option, cover open and close is fairly standard with most trailers. I will grab the tractor and we'll just you know what a cover looks like when it opens and closes, but and obviously all the trailers with the option for tip side left, right, grain door, I'd say normal left, right, grain door. So cover open and closed, tip side back, left, right, grain door. Nice smooth animations, nice sound effects. As you would expect. And then tip side right just being the opposite of tip side left. So I say, I'll only show you on one of them, otherwise I'm showing you 8 of the same thing doing the same thing, but we'll go through and we'll have a look at the options in the menus now. So, under tools and trailers. So the TB6 9,500 by with 8,500 litre capacity if you go for it in its capacity form. Loading left, loading right. Those are the ones that are bale trailer options that have tension straps, and when you open them, the side that it's like loading right, that side door will open to allow you to load your bales on or off, or you can pallets and stuff on. It doesn't have to be bales, they'll strap down. And design colours, now the design colours are the same on all of them. As we saw, one of each I put out. Design 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back again. So if I go back to capacity, because it's got a cover. This one has the option for a spare wheel, which others don't. On there. And then cover yes or no. Some of them have the option for cover yes or no. Some of them don't have options for the left to right. Like I said, we'll go through and license plate options on there. The TB8, that's 10,900 litre capacity. Loading left or right. Now this one does have wheel brand options, which the previous one didn't have, and the wheel brand options are the same on all of them. So any of them that have a wheel brand option, they're exactly the same. So we've got Lizard, Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredstein, back to Lizard. Lizard we've got a standard and a standard 2. The others all just come like that with no other tyre options within those. Design colours are all exactly the same as the ones we saw before. Then we've got decal option on this one, design 1 and 2. Again, we saw those out in the field, cover yes or no. Then we move to the TB10, which is a 13,000 litre capacity with the option for loading left or loading right. Same options for our tyres, Lizard, Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredstein, back to Lizard. Design colour and the design for the decals and the cover option exactly the same. The TB12 goes up to 15,200 with loading left and right. Same options for tyres, same options for colour, same options for decals. This one doesn't have tyre options on it. The TB14, tyre options, but no option for loading left or right. So now we're on to the bigger ones. We don't have the bale trailer or the tension strap option on this. These are just trailers. 17,000 litre capacity, same options for design colour, same option for decal colour and cover yes or no. The TB14 Premium, so the 14 is 17,000 litres, the Premium is 19,300. Again, exactly the same options as we go through, just larger capacity. Then TB20 is 26,000 litres, we're on to triple axle now. Tyre choices, exactly the same. Design colour is exactly the same, decal colour is exactly the same, or decal option should I say, exactly the same, cover yes or no. And then the TB20 Premium goes from 26,000, the Premium is 29,000 litres. Again, triple axle with all the same options. Like I said, it's the attention to detail on all of it. I say it every day, whenever we do mods, the catches, the bolts, the rivets, the hydraulic lines, everything. It's taking the time to go in and just stop and say to yourself, someone's worked on that. That's been done. I mean, the time taken for that bit we take for granted, that when you hook up, they just hook up automatically. You don't really think about it. Very cool. So, the Metaltech TB pack by Melody 98. Next, we have got this This is the Case IH 1255-1455 XL by Sully. 25.53 megabytes download, 19 slots for the first one. I've gone for an older version here with a faded paint scheme on it to make it look like it's a little bit older. Very nice. And then I've gone for the more modern version. I think that's a 1986, this is a 96, and I think there's a 1992 option in there as well. So a little bit of difference between them. I've gone for air horns on that one and lights, beacons. This one I've gone for a strip. That one I've got aerials on. The aerials have got a real dynamic movement on them as well. I'll show you that all as we go through. But very nice looking tractors. These you'll find under small tractors. Out on the end there, 48,500, that's all for the base model. We start off on the 1996 version rather than the older version. We start on the newer version. So we've got the 12559 1996, so 125 horsepower, or the 1455 1996 version for 145 horsepower. I think the tyre options are the same on all of them. So we've got Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Mitas, Continental, Vredestein, Nokian. I'm sure we had a BKT on one of them, or did I imagine that? So Trelleborg, we have got those. There's no narrows on any of these. BKT, oh yeah, BKT. Those. Michelin. Mitas just has the wide and wide and weights. Continental. Vredestein. Knock-in, just those, and then back to Trelleborg again. We've got air filter standard, or filter 2. Exhaust original, straight pipe bent, or back to original. Air horns, yes or no. We've got details. Now inside that puts tools down to the left of the seat, and it puts boots over by the door. We'll have a look at those. I think I had those on one of the options. We'll have a look inside. Then we've got beacons. We've got light bar, beacons, or both. I went for beacons on one, light bar on the other. CB aerials, I'll put those on because there's an option that I couldn't work out until I put those on, which will make sense in a moment. We've got front weight, weight carrier, or front linkage. I went for front weights on the 86 version, and on the 96 version I went for front linkage. No particular reason, you can have it on any of them. Then we've got front loader attacher, Hauer, Stoll, or no. Main colour, we got a default, a red, a default. Then we got faded or restored. Nice shiny restored one. Design colour, this is for the aerials. I pressed on it, I went around the vehicle, and I changed colour, and I went for pink, and all these bright colours. I couldn't work out what colour, what was changing. I thought maybe it was the front loader. Nope, it was the aerials. So if you've gone for the aerial option, that's what that design colour changes. Then we've got a license plate option on there as well. And if we go back up to the top, like I said, all the other options are the same. We then go back to the 1255 1986 version. So if you look at the difference in the vehicle there and there, 1455 1986 version, again 125 horsepower or 145. Then we go to the 1992 version. So that to that 1255 or the 1455, and then back to the 1996 version. I have to say, I do like that. And that. Anyway, they're all cool. So, let's hop in, start it up. Now, whether you go for air horns or not, the horn sound is exactly the same. Beacons on this one that I went for, they are flashing units, not rotating. I went for straight pipe on this one, and like I said with the front weight, as you can see the rear window is open and the roof is open. That's the same option on all of them. L1, R1. Left stick side to side does the roof. And if I go in cab and we look up, you'll see that open and close there. Come back out again. L1, R1. Right stick side to side. Nice sound effect from that. And up and down does the rear window. Like so. Lighting. I think it's very good actually. 23 mile an hour. actually quite quiet. I was expecting it to be loud, and I sort of drew back a little bit, but it's actually not bad. Interior. So if you've gone for the options for, if we can see that, tools down the side, there are a pair of boots there, and we've got an air freshener up there. Turn the engine off, hop out, and go to the other version. You'll see front 3-point, rather than straight pipe, we've gone for original. Start it up, we've got a loader on there as well. Interior, I haven't got the boots, haven't got the tools, and I haven't got the air freshener. Options are exactly the same for opening the roof, door, windows, but look at the aerials, watch. Oh. The dynamic movement of those as it's driving, I know we get the PX aerials on a lot of the lorries and stuff, but they're really cool. I know it's something really simple, but again, the detail to get that, to do that, the physics of that is amazing. And then I've gone for the light bar on this one. Although I've just realised the light bar is only attached one end. Oh no, it is at a certain angle. It's there. Turn those off. Yeah, it's more solid one side. As you go round there, you can just about see it, and then it disappears again. Make it an update potentially. Horns the same. So with the air horns on or not, the air horn is the same. But yeah, very nice tractors. So that's the Case IH 1255 1455 XL by Sully, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. This makes a welcome return. It's the Keenan Mech FIBRE 365. I know it says lizard. It's a Keenan. So the Keenan Mech FIBRE 365 by 4D modding, Eire Agri modding, 15.32 megabytes download, 12 slots on console with a 22,800 litre capacity. There's some nice options on this for opening it up, and the operation of this as well it's a brilliant mod. I mean, as I always say, 4D modding, Eire Agri modding. There's a lot of modders that do quality stuff. They're up there, I think, with attention to detail and stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. So, details and options for this. You will find it under Tools and Animals. Just there. 43 grand. Not expensive for a 22,800 litre feed mixer. Only requires 105 horsepower as well. So, nice low horsepower requirement for doing tile mix ration. We have got the option of Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Michelin, back again. Under Continental, we have got that and that. BKT, just that. Vredestein, that, and that. Michelin, those two. Continental, that's what we had in the first place, wasn't it? Back to Continental. Then we've got Design Standard, Add Feed Chute. Otherwise, you could kind of just pause out the side, but with the feed chute on it, directs it a little bit more. I like that as an option. We've got bale handler. So if you are putting bales in, especially round bales, the bale handler just means as you're putting stuff in, it gives you a bit of a lip, so it stops them dropping out of the side. It kind of allows for the rolling of the bales in, or if they're square bales, they just go in a little bit easier. And that flap this side opens up to stop the bales falling out the other side. Cool addition. Or you can have all, so you can have both of those, the feed chute and the bale handler. Then you've got restoration plates. If we go through all the different options, I've said this before with the 4D modding, Eire Agri modding, and every time I say it, I then go through them all. There's a ton of options for Irish, pretty much every county, Scottish, English, Welsh. I think last time we went through, there were loads of different countries as well. Scroll through, you don't have to have a license plate on there at all if you don't want to, but there are a ton of options. I think I went for Mayo. I went for Mayo because my daughter's boyfriend's family are from County Mayo. They have actually got a farm there, which I would like to go to at some point. I think that'd be amazing. So I went for the Mayo option. Again, just because. I'm going to grab one of these actually. So it does have a display. If we go in cab and turn to our left, you'll see the display just there, and that will show you, there we go, 22,785 litres in there. So it says 22,008, but full it's 22,785. If we unfold the mixer wagon, it does the front section, so it opens up the front doors, so you can have a look at all the gubbins, all the workings and stuff in there if you need to do any maintenance or repair. Again, a little bit of squeak. Brilliant. Open cover, so that opens that whole section up. So like I said, if you're putting bales in, that lip this side, make sure they roll in, that one that side, make sure they don't fall out the other side. Very cool. We've then got turn mixer on. Brilliant. And if we unload here, opens up that. But not only does it open up that, you see that? Came out from under there. From inside it's difficult to see, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive along for a bit, just bear with me, I'm going to unload all this. So if you run along the feed chute for your animals, nice, neat and tidy, does its job. I'm going to unload it completely because I want to show you that. Again, it's that attention to detail. There's an auger that, if you can see that, down to the left. Let me just turn off the mixer wagon. Oh, I think it's because I'm unloading, isn't it? Stop unloading. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Okay, let's unload here. See the auger down there? So that auger feeds down to the front to unload. And that bit down there that comes at the bottom is what covers up the auger. So normally that auger's covered. So if I close it off now, that slides back up into place. Again, attention to detail. Absolutely fantastic. Close cover. Lovely little feed mixer. Cracking price. Brilliant horsepower requirement. Fantastic attention to detail. Glad to see it back in the game. The Keenan Lizard MECH FIBRE 365 by 4D Modding Eire Agri Modding. That's it for the mods for Thursday the 10th of August. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.